It's actually afternoon. Good afternoon. On behalf of the council here for the various parties, we had addressed Your Honor an hour ago about the situation that has been developing. There are 4 suspects who are outside the court premises in the car park. They have been there the whole morning. One of them is a doctor who is about 80 years old, and he has a heart condition. And even as we speak, the situation is deteriorating. It is a medical situation. They are just there in the car park awaiting to hear whether they are going to be charged or not. That is a process that has to be done by the prosecution, and would like to hear from the prosecution what is their position, number 1. Number 2, we are requesting the court to direct that they be brought to court, with the exception of Dr. Obwaka, who is waiting for an ambulance to stabilize him because he's at the parking and his condition is deteriorating. The situation of the suspects is inhumane. They have not been charged with any offense that required them to be rushed to the police station, but they have been kept there for 2 nights. So we are very concerned about what is happening to them and the flagrant violation of their fundamental rights and freedoms, and even of court orders of anticipatory bail. So we are requesting that the prosecution address us and tell us what is the status, and we are asking the court to take charge of this situation and direct that each of those suspects be brought here, and even Dr. Obwaka be under the direction of the court, even as he is stabilized. The ambulance is about to arrive in the next few minutes because he has a heart condition. Those are the requests we have at this point in time, and I'll also request my colleagues to address the court after we hear from the DPP officer what is the position.
Yes, indeed, Your Honor, I have instructions that the plea in this matter is still being registered, and the same will be availed anytime now. But Your Honor, I was going to seek the indulgence of the court and all my seniors present to be a little bit patient. The same should be before court in a few minutes. Your Honor, as on the issue. Yes.
Your Honor, perhaps we need a confirm. Can we have a confirmation that is being processed before this court and not any other court? It is very important, Your Honor.
Your Honor, not so long ago, the vetting of judges and magistrates board determined that it was improper to keep a medical doctor waiting in court for 45 minutes. We've had 2 doctors in detention for 2 days. This multitude are not idlers. These are 200 doctors. They ought to be in hospital taking care of patients. Nothing can ever be more important than the health of the people of Kenya. Yes, you may have other matters prioritized ahead of this, but I'm sure our colleagues here are not so unreasonable as not to appreciate the magnitude of the problem we are encountering. My friend, tell us how many minutes you require to register and bring forth a charge. 10, 15, 1 hour, we'll be satisfied. But we can't live here with a nebulous proposition that we just be patient. No. I, on my part,
why did they go against the court order as well? So that if they are still waiting for the charge until now, those bond orders that were there should be existing. And what should we do with them? Allow them to be active so that these people can go home when the state is ready, if ever they'll be ready. we will come back.
How many minutes?
You know what we are asking the DPP, can these people be brought to court? They sit here. Only that.
And we
Must
told
they
the
sit in
time.
a booth, in a car, a police car? Just order the police to bring the people here. When the charge sheet is ready, we'll deal with those issues. That's a very practical thing. Just like that. They are within the court, let them come to a physical court.
Perhaps, Your Honor, you pose the question to him. Can they be brought here?
That is all.
Yes.
Your Honor, unfortunately, I have very limited discussions in this matter, and I may not be able to give a definite time. I was only informed that the plea is being registered. So for that reason, Your Honor, I would pray that.
One day you'll apply to be a judge and be saying these things.
We are only requesting they be brought
here.
That's all.
And sit here.
They sit in court.
Your Honor, I believe that is an administrative process. I think if they are within court premises, there is the administrative channels through which accused persons are produced before the court.
The vehicle is not a police station.
So Your Honor, I would not want to delve into that.
Your Honor, the DPP has run away. When Your Honor, if they come here, the DPP can have a whole day, as we have no problem. So long as they are brought before a court, they sit here. The DPP can take their own sweet time. And the DPP is running away, that is the work of the court. It is not the DPP to bring them in. And that is what Cliff is saying. The court is going to be blamed for a mistake that is not theirs. Let the people be brought in court. They sit here. Even if they are guarded by 1 million police officers, there's no problem about it. But let them be in court.
Your Honor, just to summarize, what we are requesting is that the court can take a piece of paper, even without a formal file, and give directions. I'm being told the OCPD is here. So the OCPD can be requested because if they don't do it, the court can take a piece of paper and give a direction. The court has the power to do that. The Chief Justice has before said this can be done. The moment any person enters the compound of this court premises, they are under the jurisdiction of the court. Unfortunately, we don't have a physical precedent here. We are asking the court to apply Article 49 and 50 of the Constitution. And those ones allow the court to have authority over any arrested person. No, Article 49 and 50 of the Constitution. And I'm told that you should also look at Article 159 2D. So what you are saying is that we want the court to give a direction, and this is very important because there cannot be any period or any moment between arrest and being brought to court when the jurisdiction of the court is paralyzed. Even if, sorry?
Yes,
those anticipatory bail orders were issued last year, March last year, and some were issued thereafter. What we are saying is that right now there is a process ongoing to charge these particular persons, and I think the DPP has indicated so. That already brings them within the jurisdiction of this court. Number two, Under Article 49 of the Constitution, the moment someone is arrested, they must be brought to court within 24 hours, which is the court that has the authority to process arrested persons. It is a criminal court in the magistracy, which is precisely this court. The moment they have been brought within the compound, then you know you have jurisdiction. So what we are asking is that can they be brought physically to sit in this court in a situation of dignity as the processing is going on, with the exception of Dr. Obwaka, who needs urgent medical assistance, and there's an ambulance that is going to handle that issue. But once it is done, can he also be brought here if needed, if he's not going to be rushed to the hospital? That is our request. So what we are saying is that you are not powerless, you are not paralyzed, you have the power. That is why all these persons are before you, Your Honor, and we are asking that you make that direction. And if you make that direction and address it to the DPP, because he's an officer of the court, the way we are all officers of the court, it will be his responsibility to convey those directions to the police officers and to also the DPP office, so that they can be implemented. That is our kind request to Your Honor.
If I may just the office of the DPP has appeared before you. They've submitted their jurisdiction. They've made a request. Yes.
That's all I want.
Yeah. They've made a request to you.
Is the prosecutor present?
Yes.
Has committed himself?
Yeah.
That the charge sheet is being fair. I think it's good we give him so that we inform your superiors, the answers are waiting, because the list. In the meantime, those who have orders from the High Court, I think it is another issue.
Your Honor, we can't do that, and I think
Yes,
no, we can't do that, Your Honor. And some of us are old enough to know the things to be done. We have released Manduku here without a file. We have released Philomena Mwilu here without a file with Honorable Mugambi. What we are asking of you has been done before. And I've listened to the ODPP. He has not said he has an objection to this for being brought here. So let's go and bring them here. And then he indicates to us whether he wants 30 minutes or 1 hour. If you give an order that they be brought here, we'll bring them. Public spectacle of embarrassment, where all of us appear helpless before the law. I think with the ODPP here, we need to progress this matter. On a fair day, if Kraiko Tobiko was in office and there were 3 senior counsel here, he would have walked from his office to come here. There's an embarrassment to us.